Hello everybody, Sunday Adelaja here. I'm back with this exciting series. This is going to be a revolutionary series, especially for the charismatic pastors and leaders in Nigeria, church leaders in Nigeria especially. And this series is the series on leadership. But the way I call it is a leader is a ladder. A leader is a ladder. So this whole concept of leadership, my own concept of leadership is that if you volunteer to be a leader, then you are a ladder. You are a ladder. But the topic of today, yesterday's topic was who is a leader. But the topic of today is what does a leader do? What does a leader do? So a leader is a ladder. So what would that mean to us? That what should a leader do, or what does a leader do? That means that a leader, first of all, his primary function, a leader's primary function is to serve. So a leader is not to be served, but a leader is to serve. A leader is not to be served, but a leader is to serve. So leadership should not be something that everybody is rushing to. Leadership should not be something that is so attractive because of the privileges you are going to get in it. No, that is not what leadership is. Leadership is actually about sacrifice. It's about sacrifice. It's where you go to sacrifice, where you go to give of yourself, where you go to give, to deplete yourself of your resources, of your energy. A leader's primary function is service. A leader's primary activity is to serve other people, and not just to serve people who are high up there, but to serve people who are lower than themselves, who are at the same level with himself. But when you look at how leadership is in our culture, where we come from in Africa, and even in some Western charismatic churches in America, you will have the impression that leadership is a privilege that enjoys service. That leadership is a privilege where you are served. That to be a leader is to be served. That is the impression you have when you get to a place like Africa. Because you can't just go and see, go and look at the picture. What happens when a leader comes somewhere in Africa, shows up anywhere? I mean, they will not even allow him to hold his Bible. They will not even allow him to hold anything or carry anything. A leader cannot even go and clean his environment. A leader cannot even clean the table after himself. A leader cannot even serve another person. I mean, I remember in my own house here, I hosted some people in my house from Africa. So I was, because we had people serving us, but after we finished eating, the ladies who were serving us had gone down, But I was the host and my wife was there. So I'd finish eating. I eat fast. I do everything fast. I finish eating. So because I'd finished eating, instead of waiting for the girls to come and pack and clear the table, I just stood up. And this is normally what I do normally in that normal circumstance. I stood up and started, clearing the table for the people. They would not allow me to take their plates. The Africans that were there, they would not allow me to clear the table. It was always became a fight. No, Pastor. Pastor, no. We will do it. I said, how can you do it? You don't even know where my kitchen is. How can you do it? You don't even know where to take it to. That is the picture of leadership in Africa. A leader, they said it's an insult. I want to be blessed. Oh, I don't want to be cursed. I don't, blessed. How come all that? No, I don't want to be close. No, I would rather they want to. That is what we see in Africa. A leader, they don't allow leaders to do anything. A leader is like a mini god. They will not even allow you to open your own door to your own car. I mean, they will not even, if it's possible for them to carry you into your own car, they will carry you and sit you there. Talk less of letting you drive your own car. That's what is an abomination. I mean, somebody was telling me the other day, can you imagine it? Yeah, we saw one pastor driving, a whole that pastor driving by himself. But maybe he was just enjoying himself now. No, who is there? Why is it that they will allow him to drive? You know, that is, they don't allow leaders. If you are a leader, the impression, in fact, I heard right now that even in schools like colleges and universities, people who are 20 years old, 21 years old, if one of them happens to be the fellowship leader, the leader of the home fellowship or whatever they're doing, the Christian fellowship, that other students that are their mates, even in Ukraine here, I heard that they will be carrying their bag, they will be saying, they will be going to their hostel to wash their clothes for them, going to their hostel to cook for them. No salary. These are their classmates that you have to go to the same medical school all together. 20-year-old, 21-year-old, 25-year-old kids. Under 21-year-old kids like them will be carrying their bags for them. Because the idea of leadership that they have is paganistic. The idea of leadership they have is totally paganistic. Is what Jesus said that, in fact, let's go back to that place in Matthew 20, Matthew chapter 20. Verse 26. But Jesus called them to himself and said, you know that the rulers of the Gentiles, the leaders, all right, in Gentiles, of the Gentiles, lord it over them. It is the leaders of the pagans, lord it over them. Gentiles, pagans. It is paganistic. The kind of leadership that we have in Africa is paganistic. It is the pagans that behave like that when they make, they are leaders and they have to be worshipped and served. It is paganistic that everybody is worshiping you as a leader. It is paganistic that you will not be allowed to do anything for yourself. Whenever you see leadership where the subjects or the followers have to be worshiping, so to say, the leader, that is not leadership. That is paganism. So what is leadership in this kingdom? Jesus said, don't be like this. You know that the rulers of the Gentiles or the pagans lord it over them. And those who are of great power, authority, exercise the authority over the people. That's what pagans do. Yet, but for you, it shall not be so among you. Leaders are not supposed to lord it over other people. Leaders are not supposed to rule over other people. That is not the position of a leader. A leader is a ladder in this kingdom. In this kingdom, when you are a leader, you serve people under you. Yes, they could also do some things to you, but maybe just for them to be able to make life a bit easier for you to be able to serve them more. But it should be obvious that you are the one doing the most service, not just being adorned and honored and worshipped, but and then doing something that nobody even knows what. But it should be very clear and obvious that you are the one doing most of the work, serving people. So he said, it shall not be so among you, but whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. So a leader should be a servant to the people that he is serving. A leader is not supposed to be served. A leader is not supposed to be worshipped. A leader is supposed to be giving of himself to serve the people who follow him. But whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. To become great, to become a leader, is to be a servant to the people that you are serving, the people that are under you. It's a big challenge to be a leader in this kingdom. To be a leader is to be a servant to everybody. It doesn't mean you are not respected. In fact, it is when you are a servant like that that you are most respected. But you should not allow anybody to be serving you. A leader is a ladder. So this thing that Jesus is saying is more in line with my concept of leadership, which is a leader is a ladder. So you are serving the people as a ladder. A leader is a servant. You are not a leader because you want people to serve you. You are a leader because you want to have opportunity to serve other people. The reason why you are a leader is because you want to be able to, you have resources already. You are not using the people to gain resources. No, you already have resources. You already have the grace, the position, the anointing, that you are using your resources now to serve people. That is what it means to be a leader. A leader is a ladder. A leader does not wait to be served. A leader is not asking or demanding that he will be served, that people will serve him. A leader rather is looking for opportunities to be able to serve people that he leads. So if you are a leader, there's a few points that I would like to point out for you. To be a leader, that means you have some resources already. You already have some skills. You already have some know-how. There is no way you can be a leader if you don't have skills and resources already. If you don't have skills and resources, what will you use to serve people? If you don't have skills and resources, how will you lift people up? You don't have anything to offer them. You will not have anything to offer them. You will not be able to help them to climb up. A leader is a man of resource. And the anointing that you have is part of that resource. Then the knowledge and the skills that you have is another part of the resource. That's why to be a leader means to be ahead of everybody else. To be a leader means to know more than your contemporaries. To be a leader means to have enough resources to use to offer to people to get up. But what I see these days, and for a few months now, I've been hosting presidential candidates on my show, to try to talk to them why they want to become president of Nigeria. And what I've discovered is that a lot of people are aiming, a lot of people are striving to become presidents or to become leaders because they want to get the resources. They want to get the resources so that after they get a hold of the resources in the government, then they will say, okay, we will use your own resources to serve you better. But if you didn't have your own resources before and you could not use it to serve people, it means you are going to steal the resources you are going to get there. A leader is somebody who already is self-sufficient, who already has enough resources by himself, and is ready to use those resources to go and serve people. That is what a leader is. But if you are aiming to go and if you are hoping to go and get the resources that are there, then to turn around to be using those resources, it means you are going to be an oppressor. You are going to be an oppressor sooner or later because you don't have anything in your hand that you want to use to serve. You must have the resources already. And it is your resources that you are using to serve people. So that is what a leader does. You serve people with what you have. How can you serve people with when you don't have anything to serve them with? So a leader is somebody that has resources. Not just material resources, but skills, knowledge, wisdom, know-how. Because those things now become tools in his hands that he uses to now serve people. He will now have confidence. He knows he has something. He's bringing something to the table to use to serve people. That's number one. Number two, what does a leader do? A leader must know how to do something. A leader must know how to do some jobs. You must know how to accomplish things. A leader is somebody that knows how to accomplish things. You must know how to accomplish purpose. You must know how to accomplish things. You must know how to get the job done, how to get things done. I mean, it's like you want to build this house now, and you've never built anything. You've never been a contractor. You've never been a builder. And you want to be the leader of the people who are going to build it. What will you lead? Who will you tell to put brick where? Where will the water flow? Where will the troops be? You've never built anything. You don't know how to do anything. A leader must be skillful. A leader must be a doer. A leader must know how to accomplish goals before you could even offer yourself to be a leader. A leader must know how to accomplish things. You must know how to get things done. It is when you know how to build houses like this. You have done the painting, you have done the bricklaying, you have done the pasting, you have done the water system, you have done the electricity. You know how to do everything. You know how everything works, where everything is supposed to be. Then you can, as a leader, now be instructing this one. You go and do this one. This is the way to do it. You go and do that one. That's the way to do it. You go and do that one. That. You can now instruct people, give leadership to people. If you don't know how to accomplish things, if you don't know how to get things done, you cannot be a leader. Even if you have a big head, you have read so many books, or you have finished so many universities, but if you don't know how to get things done, you will be a poor leader. And this is what I see with our people who want to become presidents of Nigeria. What have you done? What do you know how to do? What have you built? First of all, a leader must have resources. Not to be coming to hope to get resources from you. No, you are not a leader. You must have a resource that you want to use to help other people get to the top. Number two, a leader must have gotten to that top himself. A leader must have known how to do things. It is when you know how to do things, you'll be able to lead others to say, I know the way, I've been there before, I've gone there and come, I know the way, I know the direction, follow me. So a leader must know how to get things done. You must be an accomplisher. You must be a doer. You must be an expert. You must be an expertise. You must know how to get the job done. It is when you know how to get the job done, then you can tell people, yes, follow me. I will show you and I will tell you how to do it. That's number two. Number three, a leader must not just know how to get things done. A leader must also be skillful in giving out instructions. A leader must be skillful in communication, in communicating instructions, in passing across his thoughts, his vision, his ideas. As a leader, you must be able to communicate to people what you want from them, what they should do, because you are a leader, you are going before them. You must be able to tell them what you want from them. You must be able to instruct them so that they will understand what you want from them. They will understand what to do. You must be a good communicator. You must be a good communicator. You must be a person that is able to express himself. You must be a good teacher. You must be able to tell people, teach people what to do, what you want from them, what you're expecting from them, and how they should do it. That is, you remember I said, you must have resources that you are bringing to the table that you want to use to lead people, to help people. But besides that, you must also have experience and expertise how to do something. But it's not just enough for you to know how to do something. No. It's not just enough for you to have the expertise by yourself for how to do it. You know, a lot of people know how to do some things, but they might not be able to teach other people how other people can learn that thing from them and then be able to do that thing as good as they are able to do it. You know, a lot of us, we know how to do things. We just do things, but we don't even know that it takes skills to be able now to pass across to another person that thing that we do. So for you to be a leader, it's not just enough that you know how to be a leader or how to do one thing or the other. You must go beyond that. You must be able to now be able to pass your skills, your knowledge to another person and be able to effectively pass that knowledge across. You must be able to teach somebody else to do what you know to do, and for him to be able to do it as nice or even better than the way you could do it. You see, when we saw Jesus, like all these things I've said, you remember in Mark chapter 1 verse 17, Jesus, verse 16 and 17, Jesus saw James, he saw Andrew and his brother Peter, and he said, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. Now, remember what the principles I said, a leader first of all must have something to offer. He must have skills and resources. So if you don't have resources and you don't have skills, will you say somebody should follow you, that you will show them, you will make them something? You don't have resources now, you don't have what it takes. You see, Jesus had resources and he was so sure of his resources. He was so sure of what he had. So he was so sure, he was so certain that he has all it takes for these people to become anybody they want to become. So he told them, come follow me, I will make you into. He knew what he had. He had the resources to make these people become whoever they wanted to become. That's number one. Then number two, I said the leader must also know how to get things done, how to accomplish something. And Jesus said, come, I will make you to become somebody. So he is so sure that he knows how to make people become whoever they want to become. I will make you. He didn't say God will make you, I will pray and God will do it. No. He didn't say by the grace of God we will hope. No, I will make you. You cannot be a leader if you cannot certainly and categorically tell people that you can lead them somewhere. You can make them into somebody. You can teach them to do something. So a leader must not just have resources. He must be a doer. He must know how to do things. Jesus, I will make you. He knows how to make. So you are saying you want to lead people. What do you know how to make? What will you make for people? What will you make them into? Jesus said, I will make you. It was so certain. He didn't just have the resources, he had the skills to make people into things, into anything they want to become. So a leader must not just have resources, he must know how to do things by himself. Not to delegate, but to know how to do things himself. He must know how to accomplish goals and objectives. So that's what Jesus was trying to demonstrate here. I know how to do these things. I know how to become. I myself have become. I will show you. I will make you to become. I will make you to become. So a leader must not just, have the resources. He must not just have the skills. He must know how to get things done, how to accomplish things. But besides that, number three, a leader must also know not just how to do things by himself, but how to make other people do those same things or become that thing that he has become. So he must be able to communicate to others. He must be able to teach others. He must be able to lecture others. He must be able to train others. He must be able to communicate to others so that they will be able to capture what he's able to do and be able to do the same thing as good and as well as he could do it. That's what Jesus was exactly saying. So everything I'm saying now, they are exemplified in that very simple statement of Jesus. Follow me and I will make you. He is so sure that he has the skills that it takes. He has the specialty. He has the communication that it takes, and he has the confidence. Even me here, Lord, just hearing, follow me, and I will make you. How can he be so confident like that? If he knows what he's saying. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to do it. He's so sure that he's not saying maybe we'll see. God will help. And no. So communication, see Jesus' communication there. Even you, by reading it now, 2,000 years later, I'm just feeling confident. That is what as a leader should be able to do. You know, you must be able to just not just make people follow you, but communicate to them what they will become. And Jesus said, you will become fishers of men, concrete. He had a destination he was leading them to. He had a goal for them. He had an agenda for them. Beautiful stuff. He had an agenda for them. He has an assurance for them. A blessed assurance. You will become this thing, not be go come. Not maybe we will see and say, no. So a leader is not just somebody who knows how to accomplish something. He must also be able to teach people what he knows. He must be able to train people in what he knows. He must be able to communicate what he knows. He must be able to transfer to people what he knows. And he must be able to lecture, teach other people, communicate to other people what he knows to do. These are what leaders do. Maybe I'll give you one or two more things before I go. So a leader must have resources, the skills. A leader must be able to do and accomplish things. A leader must be able to communicate or teach what he knows to do to others. But even more importantly than that, a leader also must be able, besides teaching you to do the thing, because you can teach somebody to do something, and the guy knows how to do the thing, and the guy doesn't want to do anything again. But that's why we need a leader. A leader must not just be able to teach you how to do something. A leader must also be able to inspire you to do it. Inspire you to want to do it. Encourage, influence you. So, because you could give somebody skills. You say, "Oh, I've done it. I know how to do computer. I know how to do something." But you cannot get him at the job. You cannot get him to come to work. Yeah, why are you today? Oh, I've lost interest. I don't have mood. I'm not in the mood. Rain came today. Sun is too much. Oh, I don't come. My mother called me to do something. Oh, my girlfriend is there. People just lose interest. That's what life. People don't want to do things. They need inspiration. They need somebody to inspire them. They need somebody to go before them. They need somebody to lead them. They need somebody to. That is what leadership is. So it's not enough that you have the skills yourself. It's not enough that you know how to do the job yourself. It's not even enough that you can teach them how to do the job. But after teaching him how to do the job, will you be able to inspire him to be coming and showing up for work every day? Will you be able to inspire him to keep on doing what you have taught him, not to throw it away? So that is another thing a leader does. And that's what Jesus said. Come and follow me, and will make you into fishermen. And what do we see later on? The people were actually they were going to be fishermen of men. They were not just going to fish for fish, they were going to become fishers of men. They started doing it. It was able to bring them along. So it's one thing, it's different from teaching people. How many people have our teachers? Teachers in school, how many people have they taught? How many of them became somebody in life? But a leader will make you not just to teach you alone, but to be able to influence you, inspire you, to actually be able to accomplish, to actually be able to go for that thing that he has taught you. This is who a leader is. So what does a leader do? A leader, first of all, must have something to offer to people. Secondly, a leader is not lording it over people. He is giving. He must come to offer. So he must know how to do things by himself. Not just people to do things for him. No, he knows how to do things himself. Number 3, a leader must know how to teach those things that he knows to do, to teach it to other people. And besides that, a leader must not just know how to teach those things to other people. A leader must know how to inspire the people to now want to go and do it. Is that not beautiful? This is who a leader is, and I will continue this topic tomorrow. But before I go, let me encourage you to go ahead and join the mentorship program by going to sondadelajablog.com/mentorship. sondadelajablog.com/mentorship. And then if you have not yet written down the WhatsApp number, we have a WhatsApp number that you could call to. You could actually not call to, but send your telephone number to the WhatsApp number to, and we'll be sending you messages every day. The number is +38 0898 596 3838. So go and get this number down and send it to your friends. Let them add us to their WhatsApp list and tell us that they want to receive our messages. Or you could send to us the numbers of all the people you have, and then we'll be sending our messages to them on daily basis. Every day we'll be sending them messages. These are short messages that will help them to grow and without using too much data. Well, I guess that will be it for now. I will be back tomorrow. Go share this message. Go and tag your friends and family members. Share. And we'll continue the series tomorrow. Leadership. A leader is a ladder. See you. Peace.